Hello, my name is Plamena Anchevo-Dimitrov, and I'm a consultant at Preferred Regulatory Consulting. Today's topic is regulatory affairs as career path. This is a topic near and dear to my heart. I used to be a scientist and I ended up owning a consulting firm in less than 9 years. So, what is the path from a scientist to the boardroom? Today's topics are why regulatory, what do we do in regulatory affairs, what is the growth potential, what are the necessary skills, and what do you need to know and where you learn it. So let's begin with why you should choose regulatory affairs. Career is very personal choice, but I can give you my perspective on why I think regulatory affairs is a phenomenal career path, especially for scientists. It has a high impact on the company. It is very interactive, stimulating, and it is see all and do all environment where we as regulatory professionals get involved in the first conceptual steps of a medical product development and see the product all the way to post-marketing. And that really provides a sense of accomplishment. What do we do on a daily basis? We study, interpret, and apply the regulations, advise the company on new potential upcoming changes to existing laws, regulations, and standards. We work with R&D on product development and really advise R&D how to follow regulations from product's inception. We prepare submissions to regulatory agencies and get involved with the clinical study design and conduct. We develop and apply standard operating procedures in our department as well as company-wide. We continuously train the organization on regulations, guidances, directions, and standards. We also do the safety reporting pre and post marketing and get involved in the product recall processes. So, one of the reasons why I think regulatory is a fantastic career path is because it really is central to product development. And this figure illustrates how regulatory interacts with all the other players in the product development cycle. We work with engineering and product development experts in the beginning. We work with our colleagues from quality assurance, also with our colleagues from clinical and process development. We help uh, sometimes with the intellectual property protection, and we definitely collaborate with the non-clinical testing experts in-house and also outsourced. We work with our clinical operations and clinical science colleagues to design and conduct the clinical studies, and we also interact with our reimbursement colleagues to design the studies necessary for reimbursement. So it really is a very interactive and stimulating environment. So, what is the growth potential in regulatory? We in regulatory could be individual contributors, but you also could be on a management track and you can expand into clinical affairs, quality assurance, or frankly, both of those. And really, the sky is the limit in regulatory. So, what does the everyday life look like for a regulatory expert? The day really starts bright, going to work, you're definitely above the water and you're very happy and ready to embark on all of the challenges presented. By noon, you're definitely screaming because of all the stuff that has come along that day. And in the evening, very often feel beaten up and really burdened by all the issues that come my way during the day. But what is not to be forgotten is that our work is key for patients to get treatments that are crucial for treating their conditions. And all of these are our users, our patients, and they need us. These are all unmet medical needs that I have personally been involved in um, as part of product development and their submissions. What comes out of our work as a team is very cool devices for apnea, um, for different lesion treatments, hip implants, ENT devices, robotics, emphysema, and other treatments, lung cancer, headache, etc. So it's really rewarding, and there's a lot of innovation in medical devices. Who are the people in regulatory? Usually people in regulatory have advanced degree. Rarely people in regulatory only have bachelors. We're people with PhD, MD, or PharmD. A lot of lawyers, though law degree is not required. There's some people with MBA degree. A lot of engineers, masters of science, and chemists are drawn to a regulatory. So, what are the necessary skills in regulatory? Analytical thinking, critical thinking are prerequisites. Also important is the attitude to roll up your sleeves and get the job done. And also can-do attitude is crucial. You have to be a team player with excellent interpersonal skills. Be creative. A lot of the solutions we offer to our teams are out of the box. To deal with stumbles along the way. Integrity is an absolute must. You have to also be detailed oriented with excellent writing skills and really be the type of person that likes to mentor and educate. This is crucial because we do that all the time. We educate and mentor the entire organization. So what do you need to know? Really, FDA's responsibility, authority, jurisdiction, and structure is something you need to be familiar with because FDA does the inspections. They give us warning letters. They sometimes force companies to do recalls, to suspend or withdraw product. They also withdraw approvals. They do seizure, injunction, civil and criminal penalties. So it's crucial to understand FDA's laws and regulations. The European directives and regulations are important as well. Health Canada, TGA, the Australian agency, and also many other emerging markets such as Brazil, China, and India, and Eastern Europe, Russia are big markets that are coming up. What you need to know in the US are the laws. They're at the top: the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Acts, the Medical Device Amendments of 1976, and FDASIA of 2012 are some of the laws you need to know. Underneath that are the regulations. The Code of Federal Regulations, Title 21, contains the medical device regulations. And underneath that are the specific guidance documents. There's center specific and also product specific. In the EU, at the top, you have the directives, the guidances, or called MedDevs. Underneath that are the consensus statements, interoperative documents, and standards such as ISO and IEC. It's also helpful to know the difference between medical devices and drugs slash biologics. Medical devices are a very different animal from drugs and biologics. Though both systems have quality system regulations, they're different. The submission types are in the device world different than the drug world. IDE for clinical studies, where you have INDs in the drug world. Design control concept does not exist in the drug world, it's only in the device world. EU medical device directives versus EMA, where it's more centralized legislation for drugs in Europe. ISO standards versus ICH guidelines, and finally, complaint handling versus vigilance reporting. Where do you learn all that? Well, you're on the right track if you're listening to this course. Online courses are definitely a good place to learn. Universities, you can go for a master's degree in regulatory, or you can get certification from various universities. Social networking such as LinkedIn is a good resource, and also the regulators' websites are good resources. So, how to get from the bench to the boardroom as an advisor in regulatory affairs? My advice is following: networking, networking, and networking. Find a mentor, be open minded, have positive attitude, and self-educate. And so you're definitely on the right track if you have joined us today. This concludes our seminar today, and you can contact us in the future for more details. Thank you.